Hey everybody, it's Sean. I haven't done a video in about a week. I just got back from New York City visiting my middle child, my son Rob, with my wife. We had a blast. My son lives in Brooklyn, and on Saturday morning I went for a run. Had no idea where I was in Brooklyn. I just decided to run until I couldn't run anymore. So I did a 7 mile run. Big question. I know I have people that view from New York City. So I went down to the Naval Yard. I just got off the bike. I'm sweating. I went down to the Naval Yard, and then I just went around to Domino Park and back. So it was exactly 7 miles. It was a great run, tons of people. And what I did was, like I said, I didn't know where I was going, so I just followed people. And I figured they knew where they were going. So I went until I figured I should turn around because I'm at 4 miles now. So anyway, what's the deal with New York City? You guys don't wave? No wave when you run? Hey, going by sweating, super hot. And not one. 50, 100 runners I passed, not one person waved back to me. I gave the peace sign, I gave the thumbs up, I did the salute, nothing. And I know what they say about New Yorkers, but there's no way they're worse than Boston people. But anyway, nobody waved. I had a great run though. The running is going tremendous. I'm thrilled. I'm an endurance person. You have to remember that. So I like lifting weights and I like running. The name of today's vlog is, do you have another gear? So I'm trying to get through to people to figure out how a regular guy like myself does this exercise, goes to work, manages the house, and how I can pass it on to other people. The reason I started this vlog or YouTube channel and Instagram channel is because I just didn't see a person that was regular, that was giving me information on what I should do to get to a particular body type. And that's where it was 5-6 years ago. I just wanted to be lean. I wanted all of the fruits of my labor, exercising, to show on myself. And it's become much more than that. But at the time, it was really all about losing weight and losing body fat. And I did that successfully, predominantly through hiring a coach and then Carnivore diet. You all know the story. 1.5 years, 2 years, pretty strict, ketovore, carnivore, very strict. I mean, I had like 10 cheat days in 2 years. But anyway, how do I get you to watch videos to learn, but then to move on from the videos and start executing the way I did? What is so good about me? Why was I able to accomplish exactly what I set out to accomplish? And the only thing I can think of is I'm not more special than you. I'm not. I'm just a regular guy. But I was in the service, and I've had some, I haven't told you anything about myself because I don't want you to think I'm anything special, because I really believe that I'm just a regular dude. However, I do possess another gear. Do you remember Spinal Tap? The movie Spinal Tap, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure the people from London know all about it, or people from America, because it's a great movie. There's one point in Spinal Tap where Rob Reiner, who's the director, and he also is in the movie itself, he's doing it's a mockumentary on a rock group. Is at one point, he's like, what? I'm paraphrasing. I haven't even watched the video since I watched the movie, which is like 30 years ago. But I do remember this because it always stuck with me. He says to the guy, one of the musicians, the guitar player, he's like, how do you guys get so loud? And he's in a room with amplifiers and guitars everywhere. And he says, well, it's easy. Let me show you the amplifier. He says, you know how most or all amplifiers go up to 10? And Robert is like, yeah. He goes, well, we have an 11. See, and they show the amplifier and it has an actual number 11. And it was hilarious because Robert is like, well, why don't you make the 11 a 10? And then it goes to 10 just like everybody else. He goes, because we have an 11. My point in the story is that's the thing I have that I think everybody has. I have had discussions with lots of people about this, guys like myself. They don't believe that you, sitting at home watching my video, have an extra gear. And I do this when I describe it. I have another gear, a whole nother gear that I haven't even shown in my videos. It's an 11. And I just go to 11. And I can tap into it whenever I want. And I think it was a learned behavior when I was in the service because it's pass or fail. All the training that I went through, all the different tests that I went through, it's pass or fail. You have to pass or you go home. It's just that simple. And I had to learn. And some of these dudes that you go up against, guys from California, guys from Texas, man, I'd never seen people like this in my life. They're tough, but you can outwork them. You just have to outwork. And once you get both feet in, all the way in, I'm not talking about diet anymore. I'm talking about exercise and I'm talking about body fat specifically. Diets, I like the carnivore diet. I'm going to continue the carnivore diet when I go into winter. Right now I'm animal based because it's working for me for my endurance, and it's working great. I'm digressing a little bit. It's chicken thighs, it's ground beef, 85-15. I'm not weighing anymore. I'm just eating chicken thighs and ground beef. In the morning, if I go to the gym in the morning, 2 tablespoons of honey and a banana. I may have another banana throughout the day because I'm doing a ton of cardio because I like doing it. I have both feet all the way in now. This is not going to change. I look at my exercise the way I look at work. I think my exercising during the day is more important than my job. I think it's more important than everything, to be honest with you. So when I wake up, it's not, oh, I have to go. No, I have to work out. And is there an addict in me or a type A? I don't know. I don't know. But here's what I do know. It's working, and it can work for you. You have to tap into that extra gear where the fear is. Break through it. Go through the fear. Go both feet in. Do carnivore. Lose body fat. Then you have to exercise. For me, I like cardio. I think cardio is very important. I think the influencers tell you that cardio is not important. I would suggest that they're athletically or genetically gifted and that they have so much muscle that they don't need to do cardio. I am a person that needs to do cardio, I believe. I happen to like cardio now. Why do I like cardio? Because I'm using honey and I'm using bananas and I eat berries at night. That's why I like cardio now. Cardio is going tremendous. I ran 5 miles this morning like it was nothing. All zone 2, but my heart rate, it's amazing. It's amazing what this is doing for me. My heart rate for the first 3 miles didn't go above 120. Now, granted, I'm running a 9-minute mile. I'm not some super fast runner. I can probably do 8s for a long period of time, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm doing zone 2. However, on the 4th mile this morning, I did bump it up to, I don't know, over 8 miles an hour, and I was really cooking. My heart rate went to 145. Anyway, find that gear. Find your 11 and jump both feet in. I can't do it for you. David Goggins can't do it for you. Jocko can't do it for you. I don't really respond to those guys because honestly, I see what they're doing. I'm like, big deal. I can do that too. And that's my attitude toward everything. I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If the guy in front of me falls out, the guy in front of him. I just, see you later. The guy in front of him falls out, then it's the guy in front of him. And I just keep going because I say to myself, if that dude can do it, I can do it. So you should be saying to yourself, instead of watching videos all the time, I'm not saying everybody is, because there's tons of people that are just like me, if not faster and stronger than I am, that are watching my videos and I'm watching theirs. Be one of those people. Get fit. Get a YouTube channel and tell people how you did it. Instead of enjoying the content or being entertained, screw entertainment. That's what television is for. I don't even watch it anymore. It's not about entertainment. It's about learning from these videos and going and doing it. Tap into your gear 11. Act like it's your job, and it is your job. It's more important than your job. And as far as health is concerned, I'm going to die when I'm running, or I don't think in those terms. I don't think of death. I don't think if I eat this, I'm going to die. I don't. I never think of that, probably because of everything I've been through, the military and otherwise, that it's where you go, you know? So when you go to death, you're not afraid of death. So jump both feet in, get the diet down, get the body fat low, figure it out, do some endurance, and if you need fruit and honey later on, then try fruit and honey. And if it doesn't work, oh, whatever, go back to carnivore. And if I were, it's not about a belief system for me. If I thought vegetarian worked for me, I would do vegetarian. So this is what works for me, and it's worked great. So I'm saying to you, tap into your gear 11. Get off this video, get out there, go to the gym, do some cardio, repeat, repeat, repeat. Just do it over and over and over again. Just like you learn things. I think that exercise is a learned behavior. Then it becomes your dopamine. And the great thing about running is everything stays in check. When you have to run 5 miles at 5:30 in the morning, you're not going to mess your diet up. Trust me. You want everything to be right. And when everything's right, it's such a great feeling. That's my message for today. Tap into your gear 11. I'll see you later. Good luck.